Hey, hello, shalom, everybody. Peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the wicked. Good morning. Yeah, I'm just drinking my coffee, so I said, let me go in this cold morning over a state. I know not many people knows that I'm going to go live, but it's okay. I just have some coffee with you. I was going to go on Patreon actually, but I said, I think in YouTube is better. How is everybody? Do you like my living room? No? Actually, I wish I have a fireplace. I like fireplace. I don't have one. One day I will get rich and buy a house, have a fireplace. Yeah, I get enough rest. Sure, I get enough rest. Yesterday I saw in my dream Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Very comforting. I felt so comfortable. I dreamed he was coming with white clothing, and white socks. So I slept very good. The many they convert to Christianity after they say that they saw a vision of Christ. And then lately, the Muslim they start saying, "I saw Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad." The dream. What you saw him doing, masturbating? I wonder what you would see Muhammad doing in your dream, killing some people, kidnapping some women. Like you would not see Santa Claus, do you? Shalom, shalom, Alexander. All right. Good night from India. How is India doing? See, this is the good thing about about the internet. You can gather people from around the world without schedule. That was impossible before. When I was a kid, in order to read a book, I have to walk like for almost 40 minutes, 40, 45 minutes to go to the library to read a book. Right now, a kid, he have all the internet, but most of them, they are dummy and they have no knowledge. Because sadly, people today, they use the technology for just, waste of time. Welcome, my friend from Malawi. I have many fans in Europe. Well, I'm not seeking fans, and we are seeking brothers and sisters who they are warriors for Christ. I'm not interested in fans. Like when I say somebody follow, I mean follow what I do. I'm not seeking people to follow me. Who am I? Very good. We are happy that to see Christianity is growing in India instead of worshipping rats. Yeah, I heard that the Hindus are discriminating the Christian badly. But like for me, if somebody tried to do that with me, I mean, I, I will not tell you what will happen to him. We are in YouTube. Uh, but those evil religion, they should know that Christianity even grow better when there is discrimination. Because the Christians, who they are a Christian at that moment, they are the true one, which mean discrimination filter, filter people. The fake Christian will drop because he will not handle it. He's just a Christian by name. So Christianity, the best time of Christianity is when the Christians, when they were used to be fed to animals, not only discriminated. That was the best time for the Christian for the Christian faith. So it's always proving that the more you discriminate, the more we are strong, and the more we are successful. So let them try. Do you like the scenery or I change it? The fireplace. Is it good? I know many of you having a storm already. We have a strong wind outside. There's no snow. It's cloudy, but you never know. All right. Welcome, my friend from Armenia. One day I'm going to visit Armenia. Armenia and Georgia. But I don't know if Armenia is safe for me because I attack Putin, and the Armenian government is very much under the control of Putin. Well, I'm not surprised if the Hindu they do such a thing. They are very vicious and wicked. But the Hindus they have a festival and they have a god is the god of the dung of the cows. So the Hinduism is a very weird, stupid belief. I cannot even believe a human being he worship those stuff. I don't know what's wrong with this. With this human being. Imagine we have a festival for the god of shit. Literally, god of shit. I saw it like there's a documentary. And the Indian Hindus, they were explaining how God, their God, I don't know which one of them, I mean, they have endless, he was created from the dung of cows. Very weird. When I say stupidity is amazing, it is amazing, right? Yeah, I guess people in the state still asleep. And, I see how much people, they are panicking from this storm in USA. So what they will do if we have a storm like the one in Russia? Those Americans are really funny sometimes. You go to Walmart, the shelves are empty. There's no eggs. There's no bread. There is no. I mean, they empty the shelves. Like each one of them, he go and buy a ton of food. Like think about other people they want to buy too. It's just 3 days, 4 days. They are very funny, funny, and sometimes it's like the people they do stupid things. Like I remember when Corona, like which is a stupid thing. They were fighting. I saw videos of people fighting over toilet paper. I mean, toilet paper. Human being is an idiot with certification. Yeah. See this any society, it doesn't matter how much they look civil, but when you put a human being into test, He's an animal. He's wicked. You know, this civil person disappear because everyone became selfish. Everyone say me. And to avoid any time like this, don't wait until there is some storm or something will happen. Always have some extra in your house. So if something happen, you are not going to be, a rush to buy, because then when you go, then you will not find what you are looking for. So like when I buy rice, I buy those big cases of rice. Will be enough for 3, 4 months, maybe more. And rice is easy to cook. Like even if you have a storm, if you have a disaster, it's very easy. It can feed you. It's a blessing. So don't buy little. Just put in your house, and you will eat it anyway. You know, you will eat it anyway. It's just instead of buying little here, little there, and actually you save money. So always prepare. You see, in the Middle East, because in the old days, not like now, you can go to the store, you find whatever you want, like you want tomato, we have tomato. You want, even in the winter, like in the winter, the Middle East don't have really vegetables because vegetables is a summer, you know. But because of import and export, so now you go to the supermarket, you find whatever you want. But before, people they used to be smarter, and they are more independent. So when the summer come, they make tomato sauce and they dry it. They put it in jars. They dry zucchini. They dry eggplant. They dry all kind of food, and they store it. So when the winter come, they have all the food. They don't need to go out at all. They have a flour. They make their own bread. So if something happen extreme bad, then you are just it's okay. No problem. Now people they depend on supermarket. Everything is supermarket. Uh, this is why maybe because I grew up in such a house where we don't have little at home. We always have a lot. So I don't buy like I bought salt. I think maybe 15 years ago. Until now, I will have enough maybe for the coming 2 years. When you go to buy salt, you buy those little things. If you calculate how much you cost you and how much I paid for the salt I bought, you will see how much money I saved. In the same time, I'm not going to go to shopping for salt. Big case. Just store it in a dry area, a dry location, like a big jar or something, the case. And then the salt will never damage unless you have water. Never damage. No insect will come to it. Nothing can come to it. It's not sugar. Yeah. Same, get at your home. Uh, canned food. Most of canned food, even the ones who say to you they expire, let us say this year, they don't expire, you know. But companies they make this number for many reasons. First, to protect themselves from being sued. Secondly, they want you to get rid of it so you can buy more. You know, otherwise, canned food, if there's no damage in the can, they can stay for 20, 10 years, 20 years. They can, you know. So don't wait for the last moment to buy something. And now you have solar system, like uh, if you have extra money, if you can buy something and you have a lot of sun in your area or whatever sun you have, you can still have your electricity, let us say manual electricity, to to manage. You have to think smart. Like I did not go to the store to do shopping, you know. What for? I have rice enough for 6 months. Uh, I mean, I have whatever food I want to eat. I do not need to go and panic. And American love to eat junk food. The word junk food is not really is not accurate, but I understand that when people say junk food. But junk food, my friend, is a blessing. That's not called junk food. Food is food. There's many people they wish to eat your junk food. Like what is a junk food? A sandwich from McDonald's? How that in the world? How that is a junk? It's a meat. It's a bread. How that is junk? Salam, Crusader. How are you? Rice is the best. Yeah, especially if you are Asian. You go to Asia, they provide you. Okay, you'd like to drink juice? Sure. Okay, we have what juice you have? Rice juice. Okay. What about cake? You like to eat cake? Okay. What cake of cake? Rice cake. Okay. You like to eat cookies? Yeah. Okay. What cookies you have? Rice cookies. Okay. I mean, everything is rice. This is why when the foreign minister of George Bush she went to Korea, they welcome her a lot. Her name is Condoleezza Rice. I mean, they love her. Like Mrs. Rice is coming. Mrs. Rice is coming. Yeah, cultures. They demand certain kind of food. For us in the Middle East, we eat a lot of bread, like in Greek, etc. Mediterranean, Italy. If you have no bread, you have no life. In Asia, if you don't have rice, you are a potato. Meat is good. Food is a blessing from the Lord, and I never complain. And I noticed that in USA, people they spend money, too much money on food, but they don't buy really. They don't know how to be, let us say, to enjoy food and to save money. Like you will see somebody ordering a pizza, and how much it costs you. So you spend 13 for $14 for a meal, one meal, right? And I don't know how many kids you have. Like if you have a three, four, that the $14 will not work because one pizza will not be enough. So what about you do something at home and you can feed the whole family maybe for 2 days for $14. What do you think about Julani massacre Kurdish in Syria? You see, this Middle East is wicked. Kurdish, uh, I prefer the Kurdish because they are not Islamist. Otherwise, the Kurdish are not better than the Julani because they try to dominate any other group, and they are racist too. So if you live in their area, I mean, all this area actually is a Christian area. They took over it. As simple as that. All this area in north of Syria, it is 100% Christian. The Christians they migrated and they became minority, and now they took over. Uh, and the Kurdish, through history, they committed a lot of crimes against the Christians. Salah ad-Din is a Kurdish, in case you do not know. So history repeats itself. You murder, you will be murdered. All of them, they commit murders. All of them, they are violent. And every one of them, they are not seeking really freedom. They are seeking to dominate. All right. My son has finally get CID visa. What is CID visa? I don't know what is that. He work in a cruise ship. Are you a Filipino? I'm not sure what is that visa. Same time, when we speak about mascara, I mean, what mascara are we talking about? Both they commit crimes, but again, I prefer the Kurdish because they are anti-Islamist, but not because they are just really. They are not. They are racist. They will discriminate you if you're not a Kurdish. They gang together. They're, like everybody's speaking about the Kurdish, but nobody speak about the Christians there, right? Yeah, this is the fact. And they, American, they use them, and now there's no use for them. In politics, there's no friends. In politics, there's no friends. Politics is a friend with benefit. You know, you're a friend today, your enemy tomorrow. If they find someone give them better benefit, they will switch. CP, honestly, I have been uh, suicidal thought. My friend, don't think about suicide. Why am I thinking about suicide? See, a human being, he go through depression and disappointing things in the life, but there's many things good in the life. So if you focus only in the bad things, well, we have tons of bad things, all of us, all of us. Like if I look at the mirror now, I will think about doing something to myself, and I will blame God. Like why I am the I am, why I look like this. But I don't. I laugh at it. Okay, so I look like that. Thank God, women they don't like me. I stay safe. So there is always two positive. There is a positive and negative side of the same image. It's about how you look at it. So don't think about committing suicide. Life have a lot of things good for you. All right. But when you think only about the negative things in your life, you feel that you have nothing. But in fact, you do. There's people, they are desperate to live for one day more, desperate to have a heart, to have a kidney. And then what you do? Oh, I'm thinking about suicide. It's a lack of intelligence and faith. You just said, pray for me, right? So if you say, pray to me, that means you believe in God, you believe in Jesus. So how somebody believe in Jesus would commit suicide? That means you don't believe in him. If you believe in Jesus, you will never think for a second to do such a thing. Secondly, your life is not your own. It's a God gift. He give it to you. He will take it in his time. Uh, well, we just gave him the professional help. Professional help usually is useless. Those shrink. They themselves they need help. Most of those who work in security, they are mentally ill themselves, and they are doing business. Like they speak to you for half hour, they charge you a lot. Actually, I never saw one person who speak about security or have degrees in it is not mentally ill. Anyway, if you want to talk to me, I can help you and for free. All right? And trust me, I can. I speak to people from around the world. For sure, my topic usually about Islam, but sometimes like it can be something personal. Somebody seek help, and I do it for free. That's what I do. It's for free. Everything I do for free. Did you see Saudi Arabia attacking Emirat in Yemen? What is new about that? Those are Arab. They always, they betray each other. Arab are Arab. That's why they will never be, a nation. I mean, they are not a nation anyway. Nothing new. When their agenda oppose each other, they will stab each other. If they ever like the Arab, they when they meet, they give exchange hugs and kisses. But they are the most wicked, betraying people. I would never trust somebody as an Arab. Never. Did you see what happened in Minnesota? Well, what happened in Minnesota? You go after the police shoot your ass. You go after them holding a gun. Good luck. What happened? Yeah, my Rumble did not work because I forgot to activate before I go live. It's my fault. Sorry. Let me end it there so people will not wait. I apologize. Uh, yeah, I forgot. You have to activate before you go live in my software. What do you think will happen in Qamishli? Well, nobody knows. They see it's all about what Trump he want. All of this happening because of a Trump, he decide to dump the Kurdish. As simple as that. I mean, this guy Giuliani, he will not dare even to fart. You see those cowards, they claim to be heroes, and here we go. The Israeli, they are not less than 15 kilometers away from Damascus. Uh, the Jews, your enemy. Send your the Mujahideen. They don't dare. you know. So uh, obviously, this Giuliani is a CIA agent. It's obvious. When he was wanted by USA, obviously they put him in the wanted list to make him really have a good reputation. So if I became number one wanted for the American, then everybody believed that I am a real mujahid, a real fighter for Allah. So most likely, from what I see, that he was always a Mossad agent. He was recruited, sorry, by CIA, and they implemented him to be the head of Al Qaeda, and now he's doing his job. So now, whatever Israel they want, he say yes. Whatever American they want, he say yes. And this is exactly what they want. They don't care if it's Islamic or not Islamic. So Israel is expanding their ground in the south of Syria. The Mujahideen, they go to sleep there. They don't even dare to open their mouth. But when it's come to the Kurdish, they are heroes. However, the Kurdish are more than 40 million people in that area. They are not an easy cookie. So if things get so hot, I believe a lot of Kurdish volunteers, tens of thousands, they will volunteer to fight. And trust me, it's not going to be easy. So depend how smart is the Kurdish in the north of Syria, how much they are prepared. Like now, what they are doing. Are they prepared really? Are they getting ready? Are they bringing more fighters, weapon? Are they smuggling weapon from Iraq, from Kurdistan? Because we know that the Kurdish, their enemy, their real enemy is the Turkish. It's not a Julani. A Julani is just a tool. Erdogan is the one behind the scene. So if the Kurdish, they were able to get a lot of fighters from Kurdistan, from Iraq, from Turkey coming to fight with them, then the story will be very hard for anyone at Julani. And the other issue they have, most of that area is a flat. You see, they have the nature doesn't help them much in this fight. They're exposed. There's no mountains. Like the mountains goes all the way to the north of Syria, but that means they will be out almost of Syria. So the ground doesn't help them. It's like in Ukraine when the Russian invade. It was very easy to go through. because the whole area there's no mountains. It's just a flat land. When you have mountains, even if you have an army, even if they have airplanes, shooting at them, bombing them is something, and going in the ground is something else. So it's a flat, it's a flat land, and that flat land will bring consequence if you are in the position of defense. So the Kurdish, if they want to do something right, they should attack, not wait for, you know. And you see, like many Arabian tribe, Bedouin, they used to support Qasad, which is the Kurdish fighters, because at that time American with them. Now American, obviously, they are not with them. So those Arabian tribe, they betray them. So it's another stupid thing to trust that those Arab, they will support you. They are waiting for the day they will stab you in your back, and that's what happened. So now, if they want to do something right, they have to kick out all the Arab from the land to be sure they will not be stabbed from the back. The same as the Arab doing to them, kicking all the Kurdish. And I'm talking about fighters. All right. Are you still pro-Israel? I'm not a pro-Israel. I'm pro the Bible. So when I say Israel, they have the right to be there. That's what the Bible says. I'm pro my Lord, my friend. People are dummy. They give you title because they have limited brain. Anyone who believe in Jesus and the Bible, he is a pro Israel because he's a pro the Bible. Isn't it the Bible say this is their land? Where Jesus was born? Why I will not be born pro Israel? Give me a reason. Is that the land of the Muslims? People, they give very weird, silly stuff like, are you still pro Israel? What happened? Is it like a season thing? Like snow season, spring season, autumn season? Hmm? Yeah. What is the new world order about? This a new world order. It's just, it's more of a theory than a fact, because you will never have a new world order if when you have many nations are opposing each other. New world order, if you have one nation controlling everything, but we don't have that. We have other super powerful nations, and they are totally opposing each other. So that will never happen. It's just a fiction. It is a fiction. The socialists, they tried to do such a thing, like when the socialists in America, like Kamala Harris and her gang and Joe Biden and this trash, they gave billions and billions of money to foreign countries. What the exchange they want? They want to spread homosexuality, transgender, etc. So this new world order even is not about even. I mean, something have any like protective things. It's not even a system. It's just a idea of sex. They are obsessed with sex. They are obsessed with their penis and their vagina. So when you say new world order, like who is this? What is that? What they want? It's not exist. Can you explain how Qatari and Bahraini royal family become king even though they are Pakistani? Uh, in Qatar, they don't have a king. They have Amir. Amir doesn't mean really a prince. It means like the ruler. In Bahrain, the guy he liked to be a king. He's called himself a king. But the kingdom is the size of a village. At the same time, why not? And Bahrain is not Pakistani. They bring a lot of Muslims from Pakistan to balance the population of the Shia, because the Shia, they are more than 80% in Bahrain. And that's why the Saudi, they made a bridge between Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, because they were afraid that the Shia, by the help of Iran, they will be able to throw this king, he's a joke, and take over. So what they did, they built a bridge, and then this king, he married the daughter of King Fahd, to make himself more tied to Saudi Arabia. It's a tribal thing. So it's an Arab versus Arab Muslim Sunni versus Shia. However, they are not Pakistani. They brought some people from Pakistan to give them citizenship to balance the population. But they cannot do that because Shia, they make babies like rabbits. Uh, in the top of that, uh, Iran, you see, if Iran right now become, let us say, this regime collapse, many people they think if the regime of Iran collapse, that means Iran will become peaceful, loving. Uh, no, this is Persia. The Persian always they seek to have their empire. In fact, I believe that American they prefer not that the Iranian regime. It's like if the Iranian regime agree with American to have, let us say, stop the enmity between us, they prefer the Islamist regime more the king, more than the Shah. So if they can reach this, is what Trump he was trying to do with the Iranian Islamic government. Let us have an agreement. Stop your nuclear program. We will lift sanctions. We will do. So what they want, what the American want, they don't care really for the people. They don't care how many are oppressed, how many are killed. They don't care. Government, they don't care for this. They want Iran to be in their side. Be a friend, not an enemy. And then you can do whatever you want. If Iran will have a king, if you notice that Trump, he keep, throwing nails at the crown prince who live in USA. He made many negative comments about him. The reason for that, they are afraid that if he become the king, he will do the same as his father. His father is the one who made the conditions on the West. I will not sell you my oil unless you build for me a nuclear facility. He wanted to be a nuclear nation. This was the king of Iran, not the mullahs. The mullahs, after the king is gone, they continue the project. Uh, so if Iran going to have a king, is not going to be the friendly nation to the neighbors. Maybe in the beginning because they are weak, trying to establish. This king will say whatever you want, America, whatever you want, Russia, whatever, until they get stronger, and then they will fight at everybody, and they will say to you, "We are Persia. We are the one who fought the Roman." They are very proud people of their history, and they have a lot of intelligent people too. They are not the same as the rest of the Muslims. Those are Persian, not like the Arab. The Arab are the Arab by nature, they are lazy, useless, low IQ. Uh, Actually, if you check all the names of the scientists, they call them Muslim scientists. They are most of them. They are coming from Persia. It's a fact. You know. So Iran, the king, is going to be a hell of a scary, more than Iran, the mullahs. Saudi Arabia will tremble if the king is back, because this the difference between the king and the mullahs. The mullahs, they are spending their money outside. They are stupid. It's like the Soviet Union, Hezbollah, Yemen. So they are bleeding. Like, can you imagine how many $1 billion they spend in Syria, in Lebanon, for Hezbollah, in the war in Yemen? Even, making camps in Venezuela. What you have to do with Venezuela? What trying to accomplish? So the mullah's regime is the same as the communist. We have international, global plan based on religion. The king, he will focus in Persia. He don't care. He don't give a shit about Islam. Excuse my language. Which means the money will not be bleed out. Will stay in Iran, and that means the manufacture, the agriculture, the economy, everything will flourish because they have gas, they have oil. The money will not be wasted, and then Iran will grow so fast. Weapon, making weapon. I mean, look, even with the mullahs, they are making some kind of powerful weapon. I mean, powerful compared to the neighbors, not compared to Israel or America. But if you have the king there, the story will be way different. So, like, I prefer the king to come because uh, I believe he will give a freedom they will fight Islam actually. Islam will demolish. And this is the most important. So Iran, if a lot of Iranian, they will come to Christ. This is what I care for. Otherwise, all countries they seek their own glory, their own wealth, their own power. That will not change. All right. Iranians should be protesting in Italy and Iran, not UK. Why not UK? That's funny. You tell them where to protest, where you're not, Your Majesty. Hmm. You're smart. Are you smarter, the smartest between the family? Hey, Iranian, don't protest in UK, okay? Protest in Italy because there they have a lot of pizza. You can go out with Tony. I mean, Lord have mercy. Intelligence is a gift. Tusi is an Iranian brother in Christ. Yeah, but this guy Tusi, I notice he fabricate too much news. Like this guy is a breaking news, to the point everything broke. Like if you listen to his news, you would think that the Iranian regime is gone from 10 years ago. The regime run away. The mullahs run away. They are taking airplanes to Russia. This is, check the videos. This is not true. It's just like, clickbait. When you keep lying, then you will lose your, you're not valid no more. I mean, I don't know even how people they still watch his videos when all his videos they have a breaking news and there's no news in the news. Does the Quran copy from Imra Qais? Yes. I am a sinner. I watch, search most beautiful women in the earth. Yeah, SPS, I notice always you have a very weird comment. That's why I ignore your comments. Like why you are posting this comment now. Christian Prince, I'm sinner. I searched for women, beautiful women, I'm sinner. Are you okay? Do you have aspirin at home? Are you mature adult? Okay, guys, I'm going to go off because I need to search for women. Beautiful women, I am sinner. What is this? You see why I don't answer your comment? Because always you say, I don't know, you say things which doesn't make sense. If Iran go down, do you think ISIS will go to Iraq? What ISIS can go? My friend, Iraq, 80% of it is Shia. ISIS, they have no place in Iraq. They cannot. The Shia will eat them alive. You see, when ISIS, they flourish because, Iraq is coming out of the war, and the army is wicked. There is no real army. There's no. But the second they call for jihad of the Shia, the mullahs, and the Shia, they arm themselves, ISIS demolished. They eat them alive. The majority of Iraq is Shia. What ISIS can do there? They can do explosion here, suicide bombing here and there, but they cannot, they will never be that what happened before will never happen again. Because at that time, Iraq is different from today. Now the Shia as fighters are more organized. They have the Al-Hashd al-Shabi. They have about maybe, I don't know, 1 million fighter. What ISIS? They can eat them alive. What I think will happen to the Kurdish in Syria depend. If they are smart, if the Kurdish are smart and prepared, and obviously they are not. You see, it's obvious that the leadership of the Kurdish in Syria, they are a bunch of dummy. They did not understand that the American now, they were not supporting them. It's obvious. Trump, when he was a president 4 years ago, before he lose, if we can say he lost, he commanded to withdraw the American army from north of Syria. Right? So the Kurdish should know that a Trump is coming to town, and Trump, he would do what Turkey want, not what they want. So all days is over. So they have all those years to prepare. Did they prepare? Obviously not. Same time now, this Abdi, a Muslim, the leader of the Kurdish, after the Muslim Sunni did the massacre to the Alawi or the Alavi in the coast of Syria, and they killed about 1,400 of those people. Second day, like a puppy, he went to Damascus and he signed an agreement almost to surrender. And that gave a very bad message that they get scared because we are terrorists. Very stupid move. Then a few days after, he regret and he eat the so every few weeks he sign an agreement and he back up, sign an agreement and he back up. Obviously, he's not good, not fit to be a leader. So if the Kurdish are prepared for the war, then they can stay. But look like it, they are not. If the Kurdish, they get support from the Kurdish, because remember, there is about 40 million Kurdish in that area, not in Syria alone. Syria, Turkey, Iran, Iraq. And there's a lot of Kurdish in Iraq. So if they are really serious about supporting the Kurdish in Syria, then they will come, they will send fighters, and they will join them. If not, then the Kurdish are alone, and they will eat shish kebab. All right? So we do not know how the Kurdish are preparing, but obviously they are not preparing, from what I saw. So they might be fried, unless they prepare. They are inviting fighters, bringing fighters from here, volunteer, preparing, because you need to remember, the Julani now is a government. So you have tanks, you have airplanes, you have helicopters. Do they have anti-craft? Do they have anti-fighter jets? What they have? If they don't have those, they are in trouble. Uh, your friend, he convert to Islam. Let him convert to Islam. Why you are crying a lot? Why? People do stupid choices in their life. They will learn their, they will have their share of stupidity. Why are you crying? In fact, sometime those who convert to Islam, they will be the best enemy for Islam later because they convert, they find Islam is a bunch of lies and stupidity, and then he will become a best, like the most worst enemy to Islam. Like, do you remember this guy? What his name? He used to have a channel called Convert to Islam. He called himself Ishmael, Ismail, the blonde guy. This guy, I made videos about him long time ago. You can watch my videos about him actually. I believe they are still in the internet. Then this guy, he converted to Islam and he went to Saudi Arabia and he studied Arabic. He studied Arabic. Actually, I'm surprised how good his Arabic now. Like he's, he don't speak Arabic as like me. I mean, like as an Arab, but he can read very good the classic Arabic. So he went to Saudi Arabia. The Muslim, they paid him to go to Saudi Arabia. They paid for his scholarship to go there to study, to join a school. And then when he went there and studied, he found Islam is a joke. Then he came back to America and now he says, don't convert to Islam. And his channel is there. So from convert to Islam, Islam is amazing, the proof of Islam, etc., to Islam is a joke. So now he is way more effective and people will listen to him way more than before because now he is an ex-Muslim. You see, when you say I'm an ex-Muslim, people like they listen to you more because you're ex-Muslim. Yeah, this is just a guy he know to come. He's a Muslim. He was a Muslim. But this guy not only an ex-Muslim, he studied Islam very well. He studied Arabic, and the Muslim themselves they help him. It's like somebody he go for training in the camp of the enemy and come back to fight the one who trained him. And this is exactly what happened. How we can revive the Christian Lebanese army? You cannot. You cannot. Because, simply anything you want to do in life, it have to start with unity. And the Christians in Lebanon are very much divided. You have this wicked own, very wicked man, destroyed the Christian unity in Lebanon. They used to be powerful, strong, almost they have their own country independent. The Muslim, they brought them this scumbag. And many stupid Lebanese, they believe him. And we saw what happened. He joined Hezbollah, he became their friend. It's just to make him a president. This guy is just a wicked. He go to America crying, make me a president. Whoever, just make me a president. And then when he found that nobody can make him a president except Hezbollah, he became their puppy. So when you have a society is very much divided, it's not going to accomplish anything. You know, if the Christians they understood that having many parties, and especially the ones who used to be supporting the terrorist, the Antichrist people, if they notice that this is a mistake and they are united again, then you can revive it. Otherwise, you will never be able to do so. Uh, what do you think about monks walking in peace? Hmm. Well, those, many European and Western, they are very empty. They are empty vessel, and it can take a place. Like it's like when you have a vacancy inside you, anything can take. So Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, all those things they take place. So those, those who they are welcoming work for peace. If you go to the most wicked areas in the world, beside Islam, is Cambodia, is Thailand. I mean, what peace? What peace we are talking about? Buddhists are not peaceful. Buddhists are war warrior. Who is the samurai? Who is the one who came with martial art? So in the appearance, the Buddhists are very like like they sound themselves that they are peaceful and they are against killing a human being. But who is the Japanese Buddhist? What they did to Korea, what they did to the Christian Korea, what they did to the Philippine, what they did to Chinese. So European are just as stupid, generally speaking, are stupid, ignorant people. They have no God. They have no, they are empty. So they receive those people in different way. So suddenly you see someone is blonde, is wearing clothes of Buddhist, or someone she's blonde and she is now a Muslim. All of this because they have emptiness inside them and they have no education. The theist Bible talk about the king from East, Russian, China, but they are nothing about USA. Do you think? I'm not sure what you are talking about. Walk. I don't understand really what you are saying. Excuse my English skills. It's not your fault. When I was in Thailand, I saw how those wicked priests, the monks, they go to prostitute and they collect money from them, donation. A woman, she is wearing nothing. She is a whore. Sadly, she work in a nightclub. They go to nightclub. Imagine how filthy they are. Those monks. They have a dish. They don't work. It's a way, by the way, to make living in Asia. So you dress the monk clothes, you shave your head, and they are wicked. They go drink and they have sex and they do everything. And they eat meat, by the way. And I notice right away, if I am a person who claim that I have ethic, what is the ethic? Is what ethic mean? So why in Buddhism being a prostitute is okay? Why a human being, a woman, she is used and abused? Because whatever you say, you might say, this woman, she like it. She's making good money. That's absolutely false. You implement in their head that to be a whore is a good thing. And the second you believe in something, you are that thing. So now they don't see themselves, the society don't see a whore as a whore. They see it as someone doing some good work. She is helping men. But we know that they are not helping anybody. They are spreading wickedness and diseases. And they themselves, they will be victims sooner or later. So to see how religion affects society, if a country is pure Christian, which we don't have, then wickedness have to be very limited. Otherwise, that means Christianity is a failure. So people who follow Christ, are they going to be doing sex trafficking? No. Drugs? No. Child molester? No. If you follow Muhammad, are you going to do sex trafficking? Yes. Child molesting? Yes. Drugs? Yes. If you are a Buddhist, if you are a Hindu, you would do it because it is part of your religion. So to judge where is the truth, as the Lord He says, from their fruits you shall know them, not from speeches. Like I've been told about, uh, I met a guy in Thailand. I don't know him, I never met him before, and I saw him. I was in a restaurant. I wrote my book when I was there. Uh, the second part of Sex and Allah, I finished it all in Thailand. So I wake up very early in the morning. I was sitting in a place right away in the front of the ocean, very nice. Nobody there. No neighbors, nobody. It's a fancy area actually. Even the princess, the sister of this king, live there. They have even police in that road. Like you cannot even pass. You have to prove that you live in that area. Uh, so I wake up very early, start writing until like 11, 11:30. It gets so hot, and it's not it. That's it. So I close my computer. I go walk, and then I go to eat. So anyway, I saw a guy. Uh, he told me he is married to. I said to him, so like, are you visiting? He said, no, I live here. So okay, you live here totally like full time. He said, yeah, I'm here for many years. So, okay. He said, I'm married. I said, oh, good. You know. And then he said to me, but I have, like here. I said, okay, so you enjoy this weather like full time. He said, yeah, but last time I went for vacation and I came back, I found that my wife, she have for the last few years, she have a boyfriend who come to sleep with her when I'm not here. And then I said, so like now what, you will divorce? He said, no, this is a tradition here. He said, they have a foreign husband, but they sleep with the local guy in the same time or even multiple. So whoever is available is welcome. You are not the only one. You should know. So right away, I said to myself, look how stupid this guy is, and how wicked he is, and how pervert. He accepted to be a partner. He called himself married. Married, she's his wife. And the wife, she have multiple. Each time, he said, but most of the time, she don't bring anyone home except when I'm leaving in vacation, like I go back, you know? I mean, I said to myself, she's a good woman, man. She don't bring them usually, not mostly, not all the time. So it's a very wicked culture, obviously. So how you can even marry a woman from? I don't know if everybody would do that, but that's what he said. I'm not from there. I do not know. Uh, in the Philippines, I met other guy, and he is a Western. He was sitting, he looked so horrible, and we talk. Where are you from? Where are you from? Etc. And he said to me, I'm married. I said, okay, wonderful. I said, but I found my wife, she's cheating on me. I said, man, that's horrible. What you would do? You would divorce her, right? He said, no. I said, you have kids? He said, no, no, thanks, that we don't have kids. Uh, I said, okay, if you don't have kids, divorce her. I mean, there's nothing like, I mean, she's cheating. So what, you want to stay with her? How you find out that she's cheating? Like somebody told you? He said, no, I went to the house. I found her in the shower with her, partner. They were naked, both of them. He said, man, this is horrible. Did you do anything? He said, no, I just told her, shame on you. And I left. What a man. Anyway, so like I was trying to convince him, listen, as long he is, I mean, as long you are like you don't have kids, why you want to stay with the women? And he said to me, this is not the first time. This is not the first time. I said, when you want to stay with someone, this is not the first time cheating on you. So you forgive her first time, second time. How many times you have? He said, more than 4 or 5." Well, I said, listen, you don't have kids. He said, well, she cannot have kids. I said, why? She's so very old. He said, no, she is, like, transgender. His wife is a gay. And I was saying to myself, the stupid me trying to. His wife is a lady boy. They call them lady boy in the Philippines. They look like girls. They take hormone. Transgender. Uh, yeah, no, she cannot have wife. And he keeps saying she. He keeps saying she. He never say he. My wife, she cheated on me. And I was listening, like, oh, man, this guy, his situation is, he looked horrible, actually. He looked like he did not take a shower for a month. He looked like he's doing something wrong to himself. Very sad. So I was trying like to be a little bit friendly, helpful, to calm him down with his situation. It turned to be that he have a man, his wife is a man. So, those Western, when they go, not all of them for sure, you might find a good women from any country. Philippines, Thailand, you name it. There's good, always there's good and there's bad. But I noticed that many unstable European men or Western men in general, they go to those areas because they find themselves there. This is why we are talking about like somebody became a Buddhist because they are unstable. They have no brain. They are mentally unstable because you look at their behavior, it doesn't make sense. A guy who go to the Philippines, he served in the army. Uh, he's retired. He went back to USA. The army, he have like money from the army, so it deposit in his account $500,000, $500,000. He's married to a Filipino woman. The money is gone from the account. The woman, she don't sleep with him. She sleep in the couch outside. She's not even his bed. And this guy, until now, he did not notice that there's something wrong. $500,000, his saving, his lifetime saving is gone. And I mean, they have interview with him in the Filipino TV. Imagine, because he became a story of everybody, and he is thinking there is something wrong. And then later he found out that she have a boyfriend. She's sleeping with him. So those Western women, many of them they are just silly and stupid. They go desperate for love. They are desperate for love. They try to find a woman. She is young, and he convinced himself that because he is so good, she love him. I'm not saying everybody. You might find a woman she love you, right? Why not? You know, in Philippines, there's a lot of good people, but there's many wicked people too. The same as in Thailand, the same as in America. You can find this in America. But what happened with those Western, because they are empty spiritually, they have a lack of wisdom, and they are desperate for something new. This is why you see them very much attracted to anything is new. Anything. Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, and for sure a new kind of women like transgender or from different country who have different culture because he found himself rejected in his local area. And this is true. If you are an American and you are in your 60, 70, etc., are you going to find an American woman, she is 20, she will marry you? No, you will not. But you go to those countries, you will find someone, she's 18, she will marry you. But you know that she is not going to marry you, really. You know she is not marrying you because she marrying you. She's marrying your money. So they put their mind in a sleep to sleep, you know, and they convince themselves that this woman, she is really going to be a good wife. It might happen. I'm not saying no, but usually an 18, 20 years old marrying someone in his 70 is not marrying him because he is handsome and he is good looking and he is a man. Because this is not the man a young girl she want. So what is making her marrying you? It's your money. If the money is gone, you are gone. Those are poor people looking for stability. I don't blame them, by the way. I'm not saying they are being bad, I mean, you are born in a poor family, looking for stability. Many of them, many of those females, they want to find really a husband, even if he's old. But there's many, they are gold diggers. They want to use you, they want to abuse you, and you're a fool. So if you're stupid, You're stupid. It's not the fault of the one who scam you. Yeah, actually, if you are very rich, anywhere you can. What the name of this guy, the Italian actor, the one who don't like Trump? What his name? De Niro. His wife. I mean, this guy is 80. His wife is what, 30? Why she wanna marry him? He's extremely rich. Soon he will die. She will get all the money. If you are extremely rich, a very young woman, she will marry a Trump wife. Why she wanna marry Trump? Why someone in her age will marry someone in his age? There's no reason. And don't tell me it's love. Is it? There's only one Christian prince. Thank God. Otherwise, we will have disasters. Thank you, my friend. uh, I'm thinking to stop this, super chat. Yeah, because look like it's useless. I did not see increase in numbers of view. I thought like if we, I think I need to activate the advertising to make it because as long they are not. If you don't make advertising, why they're not promote you? Maybe. By the way, guys, I have millions of dollars in the bank. Who wanna marry me? Let us see the women's here. Let us try to do temptation. Any women? It's true I don't look good at all. It's true I'm very short and fat. It's true I have only one tooth left. Actually, two tooth left, to be honest with you. Two and a half. But I think still I'm useful. Any women? And all the temptation did not work. Yeah, we will see. Can you please answer this point? Israel flow the Talmud, the look, that hate Jesus, our Lord, religion that does not believe in the Son is Antichrist. Israel and Islam is the same coin. My friend, no problem. Anyone who denies the Son and the Father is an Antichrist. There's no question about it. And there's no debate about it. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, our Lord will come and will judge everybody for their fruits. If I speak to a Jew and he tried to doubt and debate me about Jesus, I will wipe the floor with him. I knew that, right? I made many videos with someone like to be the singer. So we treat anyone who is wicked like Muslims the same. Doesn't matter if you're a Jew or not. But doesn't that will not affect that the truth is that Israel is the land of the Jews. So if you are going to try to be honest in one side, says the one who is refusing Jesus as Antichrist, but in the same time you close your eyes in the same book you believe in, which it says the Jews' land is Israel, then you are a hypocrite. So I don't support the Jews as Jews who don't believe in Jesus. I support that this is their land. Otherwise, I don't agree with them. Is that clear? You cannot. You are not. You are married. You remind me what when I went when I was in the army. Like they gave me an office, and I'm new in this big building in the army. So they have like their own chat for the army. So they introduced me. They push my name in email. They said, please add him to your list if you have a questions. Blah blah blah. And then I received a message from a lady. Said, hey, mention my name. Tell us about you. It's a chat. It's a like chat room, but only for the army. So I said, I am etc. I have etc. degree. And then she said, really? I have MBA. I said, where do you get your MBA from? Said, oh no, my MBA is not a degree. I said, what it is? He said, I'm married but available. Later, I found out that she just joked. She don't mean anything what she says. She is a good woman actually, but she is very funny and she is very silly. So she said, I have MBA. I said, where do you get your degree from? You know? Said, oh no, it's not a degree. MBA for me is married but available. So you're saying to me you are married, huh? Okay. Yeah. She was asking me, oh, you have master degree, etc. Where you studying? And he said, by the way, I have MBA. I said, oh, very good, very good. You know? Oh, all right. Yeah, I mean, degrees is useless, really. I mean, they can be useful if they can give you a privilege. Uh, for me, I mean, I sometimes I ask myself, I spend my life studying for what exactly? I don't know. I think somehow I think about it. I wasted my money and my time. Uh, how we can blame Jews for not believing in Jesus? They were brought up like this, that most do not know anything about. No, this is not an excuse, you know. So I can say the same to the Muslims. How come you don't be hypocrite? We can say the same to the Muslims. Then, why we can blame the Muslims for not believing in Jesus? They brought up this way, right? This is not an excuse. When you're adult, mature, and you know what Christianity teach, you know what Judaism teach, and you know what Islam teach, and then you choose to refuse. Then yes, we can blame. God will blame them. Correct? Can you explain why percentage of Muslims is higher in Israel than Christians? Because most of the Christians they migrated. You know, they went through a lot of discrimination from the time of the Islamic era. Most of the people, the Christians of Jerusalem or Bethlehem, they migrated, and actually, America helped to get rid of the Christians from that area. So, if you are from Jerusalem, if you go to the American embassy uh, and you apply for a visa, you will have 10 years visa immediately, because obviously there's a plan to take all who they are considered to be Arab from Jerusalem by the help of USA. If you are from different territory and you apply for visa, you will rejected. Just because you are from Jerusalem, immediately, with no question, there's no need for finance support, there's no need for anything. They will give you a visa immediately. So obviously, there's a plan we do not know about behind the scene to empty the land from the Christians in Israel. It can be conspiracy, between the American and the Israeli, look like it. But in the same time, nobody is forcing them to leave. But people are getting tempted. Why I want to stay in Israel, a land full of war, if I can go and live in USA? And then you come to USA and you give you paper so easy too. Like they make it so easy for you just because you are from Jerusalem. You study digital design, Kerry? Hmm. Yeah, but yet your mango is red. I see. I mean, what kind of design you have? Mango and red? Red mango? Where you get your degree from? Kuala Lumpur? No, you see, degrees and wisdom and knowledge have nothing to do with each other. Because when you study, like I study law, right? So in the law, when you study, it's about how to use the law, how to abuse the law, how to find a hole in the law, because this is what lawyers do or a judge do. But it's not really a knowledge. It's a profession. Have nothing to do with knowledge. Knowledge is something, and degree is something else. You can be very knowledgeable without having degrees, but you have to work on yourself very much. Like what I learned about Islam, is it what they taught me in the school? No, they will never teach you this. I told you last time, but you properly forget. Yeah, I forgot to tell you something, Carrie. Something I would say something will hurt you. I remember things only about if people I care for them. Oops. If I don't care, why I will remember? See, this is the point. If you care for somebody, you will remember anything say. So I have millions of people talk to me and they say to me things. You want to remember everything? Come on. You study digital design. So what is your digital design work? You should know that in digital design, it's a collection of numbers which can be coming and presented as an image. So in order to make the image, we have to collect numbers and put them together, even though they don't look like numbers in the front of us on the screen, but behind the screen there's numbers. So I'm going to collect all the numbers about you and remember it. Why? Give me a reason. Because you have mango, which is red. Good luck. How good is your classic Arabic? Uh, my first job I did when I was in the university is to correct Arabic in a newspaper. I used to, in the old days, not like now. Now newspapers they died. So they have to have the newspaper, I think, by 4 a.m. in the morning ready, printed. So our work start from, we have shift. So sometime 7:30, 8:30 p.m., sometime 9 p.m. So you go and they give you a bunch of articles to read and correct. You have to read it very carefully. And in order to be accepted in such a job, you have to have a very good Arabic, right? Yeah, I agree with you. People have tons of degrees, but they are dumb. Actually, most of people have degrees are dumb. Because you know what happened when you have degrees? You became so proud and arrogant, and you think you know. Like I'm a doctor. I have a PhD. Yeah. Uh, Degree never ever give you education except a profession. So if I study nuclear, let's say, I mean, this is like a very interesting, study. It's science, but that does not make me knowledgeable. I am knowledgeable only in one field, which is about nuclear. The rest, I can be the most ignorant. Social, politics, geography, whatever. The one thing is good about studying law in the Middle East that you have to study three religions. You have to study history. You have to be very good in the language. Because remember, you have to present yourself as a lawyer in front of the judge using skills of language. It's all based on skill, language skills. And you have to have the personality of a person of a strong character. So if you want to be successful as a lawyer, you have to have the skills. This is why not every lawyer is successful. Same as not every teacher is successful. Same as not every doctor, even though they might be graduated from the same school. If a husband or a wife cheated, it's okay to get a divorce. As I know, Bible says it is. No, the Bible says you can divorce for sure. There's no question about it. If a man or the wife they cheated, you can get divorced in 2 seconds. You are divorced already, actually. because the person who cheated, he broke the commitment to God, not to you. All right. Yeah, degree is the same as having a key to open some doors for you, like work, profession doors, but have nothing to do with knowledge. Like, are you listening to me because I have degrees? No. Are you coming to me to ask me for law consultation? No. So why people listen? Because you work so hard in yourself to learn, to educate yourself. And most of the education which people need is not your degree. What is the best Indonesian word I know? Orang orang. I am, by the way, originally from Indonesia. But you know what happened? There was a typhoon and the wind was so strong. So I woke up, I found myself in Japan. And my cousin, I found a guy next to me. I said, "What's your name?" He said, "Suzuki." I said, "Okay, Suzuki, where are we?" He said, "We are in Japan." So, okay. So we are Japanese? He said to me, "We are not sure." And then the typhoon happened again because it's a season thing. I woke up in the Philippines. Okay. I found my cousins, the same cousin. He told me his name is Suzuki, you know. I said, "Who are you?" Because, you know, the typhoon threw us and I lost my memory. True story, by the way. So I said to him, "Who are you?" He said, "I'm not sure, but look like we are in the Philippines." I said, "How you know?" He said, "Don't you hear them saying balut?" I said, "Okay, so now we are Filipinos." And then, you know, like I am convinced to be Filipinos, and balut is all over. You know, balut, balut. So we went to an island. It's called Balutan in Philippines. Balutan is is a kind of an island where there's a lot of eggs and chickens there. That's why they call it Balutan. And usually the chicken there, they lay two eggs. They lay two eggs at a time. That's why tan, like balu, balut, tan. In Arabic, you add an, make it two. And then a typhoon, another typhoon came. I mean, the story, my friend, never ends. Shall I continue? All those stories are true, by the way. Yeah, you see, many people they have degrees, they never use them. So this is why, like, if you know somebody, if you are young still, and you are going to study, you better think carefully. You know, for me, I never thought I would not use it. You know, uh, I wasn't interested in being a doctor or engineer. I don't like, you know, I don't like numbers. You know, I'm not too much into numbers. I like to use my brain. I like to think. You know, so I want something to run this box, something to think. And I'm not into philosophy too, because I found philosophy, even though like we can say that our conversation now is kind of philosophy, but we are not doing philosophy. Uh, like they use the word logic, but logic in the term of philosophy have different, let us say different entrance and exit. So when I thought about studying law, I thought about it as uh, it give me. I mean, what I will study. Engineer, I hate it. Doctor, I hate it. What I will do? There's no options. You know, when I was a kid, actually, I was a teenage. I joined to be a pilot, and I was accepted immediately. So I wanted to fly. I wanted to be a pilot. But then my parents, because I'm an underage, they used their connection and I was kicked out from the Air Force. even though I was doing fine, very good actually. The captain, he called me. He says, "Take your stuff and go home." I said, "Why? What I did?" I said, "You did nothing. We receive a very, very high command from high command saying you go home. We have no idea. For us, they said to us, you go home." I said, "It's a vacation?" He said, "I don't think so." So my parents, they called, they found their way because I'm underage to be. They said this is not legitimate. He joined the Air Force, but he is not 18. So I study law, you know, because there's no many options. I hate other branches. And then I found that the law is very easy for me because I am a thinker, and the law is just about consuming information and then using them in your way. And I found that I can be, I can be a very easy, a very, skilled judge, if you wish. And then because I have a degree in law, I became in the police. And I like it actually because I was, working in, as a detective. But then I found that society is very much corrupt and I don't belong there. So I decided to leave it. So anyway, like in your lifetime, you go through from step to step to step to step. And then, but every step you go through, you learn something new, something you never thought about before. And sometimes you want something to happen, and that thing will never happen, even though you work for it. I remember when I did the test, like they have like a seat inside a ball, and this ball go around, like to like you will get dizzy, go around yourself for many, many, many time. Uh, so first time I did use it, I got a little bit dizzy. I mean, you cannot, it's because, but then second time, I came standing. Imagine I came from the chair standing. The earth is not going around me. The one in the training, he said to me, "What happened? You need like." I said, "What?" He said, "Are you okay?" Standing, I'm standing, like I'm not. I said, "I'm okay." He said, "What do you mean you're okay?" I never see such a thing before. I think he thought I'm dead like Suleiman. I die standing. Because when this things go around you, around and round and round, it's like to make it like when you are flying, it's a training for the flight before you go and start flying. Because when you go in the airplane, the airplane will flip up and down, and that will make you very much dizzy. Everything flip around you. Why still I have the Christmas background? Because I can. You don't like it, you can leave, my friend. You don't like it? I like it. I like to use it even in the summertime. What the problem? I love Christmas. If I can make the year 12 months as Christmas, I will do it. Trust me. Because it's nice. There's a fireplace. There's a snow. What the problem? What I should do for you, Shakira? What do you want? Shakira, Shakira? Like somebody told you here we are like a American Idol program. What we will have for you? Should I put Joe Biden? Yeah, one day if I get rich, I will buy a house, have a fireplace. And because I'm an Arab, I will use the fireplace to burn books because we burn books. Uh, all right, all right. You will sing Tyler Swift? I don't know who's Tyler, but I know Swift. When I send money to the church in Ukraine, they call me, you have to use a Swift. So I Swift there. Hi, CP. Hi, all. Why don't you put picture of Zakir? Oh, no, this is too much tempting for women. I don't want women to get so hot and horny, etc. You know, haram, haram, bro. A handsome man like Zakir Naik, you know. I hope he don't hear me now. Get him, Prince. I'm going to report you to the Tariabolit. I don't know who is this Tyler Swift. I don't know really names of actors or singers or. Did you see Othman Rain again from God Logic? Normal. He's just a kid. You know, God Logic is wasting his money to go fly there. I want to go. You know, come on. It's a waste of money. No, I don't burn the Quran. I burn Allah. I burn Allah and Muhammad. His butt is everybody getting right. الزط, yeah. Actually, the zut in Arabic is kind of, it sounds funny, you know? Like if you speak Arabic, zut, it's so hilarious. You are not Arab, you are Aramic. Ah, you know my origin, don't you? You must be from the Mossad, aren't you? I'm starting to think, is Zakir Naik running this? Actually, once I saw a comment, more than once, Muslim saying, one of them, he said, Brother Zakir, don't call this guy. Please, brother. Which means they believe really that Zakir Naik is calling. Oh, Lord. Uh, can I invite your birthday? I understand you give a gift. This is why I don't have birthday. See? Smart, senor. Very smart. See, senor? Yeah, I never celebrate a birthday. I find it, for me, I don't know if about you. I don't want to be rude, but for me, I find it silly. What is a birthday? Actually, when you celebrate your birthday, it's not your birthday. It's not. Because every year, there's a change in the time. It's not even the same day. It's not even the same hour. So in your mind, you think, okay, you are born in January 2024 at 6 o'clock. But January 24th, 30 years ago, is not today. It's not. Check the calendar. Okay, Matai, you can teach me Aramaic. Go ahead. Well, you know, we wish we speak many languages. That will give us privilege. Birthday cake is nice. I prefer baklava cake. What? Okay, you know, cake is, it's not sweet. Cake is like a cookie, you know, it's not sweet. I don't consider cake as a sweet. Baklava, yes. CP thought in Napoleon Hill's books. I have no idea which books are those. So I cannot give you my idea. I think CP birthday month of September. Even my mom, she don't know. I asked her which day. She said, I don't know. Or what I know, it was a bad day. I said, Mom, come on. Which day is my birthday? I said, son, I don't know. Oh, what we know, remember? It was a very bad day. So since then, we look in the calendar to see which bad day to find out where is my birthday. Yeah, what we can say. In my birthday, my mom told me, by the way, it's a true story. True story, Sahih Bukhari, that I was inside her, and then a woman, she put her hand in to grab me. I took her finger. I did not took it totally. I did bite her, you know. So my mom, she asked her, it's a girl or a boy? She said, he is not a boy. He is a lion. How you know? Look at my fingers. This is a true story, by the way. Until now, I have the ring. It was in her finger. uh, all right, all right. Sure, true story. What's wrong with you? I can tell you tons of true stories. You know, is Muhammad better? Use your imagination. So Muhammad who said Shaitan is sleeping in your nose. How come this is a true story? My story is more acceptable than the story of Muhammad taking a flying donkey to the seven galaxies, and he meet with with Moses and Abraham. All of them, they are there, but in the floors, not in one floor. Oh Lord have mercy. Would you rather fight or jizya? My friend, I will not only fight, I will make the one who asked me for jizya shish kebab. I will make his butt the same as my screen door. So he cannot collect water inside him. Hmm? Live as a free man or die. Life without freedom is death. This is why sometimes I ask myself, those who break the law to go to jail and stay there for many years, is it worth it? Is it worth? Forget about your ethic. Let's say you are not ethical. Let's say you are a scumbag. But is it worth it to go and stay in jail for many, many years, chained like a dog? So, a true man is the one who value his freedom, and he prefer to die before he lose it. If you are a low IQ, mentally ill person, you think losing freedom is okay. So you prefer to do a theft or something, stupid. And then you go to jail, you stay there like a dog. Somebody push you some dish under a hole in the door, literally like a dog. Why anyone want to do that to himself? Stupidity. Zakir Naik has a beautiful daughter. How his daughter she will be beautiful? If she is, obviously he is not the father. Oh boy. Same time, my friend, I'm Christian. I don't marry Muslim women or Hindu or Buddhist. I will marry, if I marry, a very, very Christian woman, not a wicked woman. Yeah, imagine Zakir Naik daughter. Honestly, if you have a daughter, she look good. There's no way he's the father. Most likely she's imported. Same time, the word beautiful is very, very flexible. It's about what is beautiful is. Uh, if a man he seek beauty, well, he better get a whore because most of the whores are very beautiful. They are actually big reason they work in prostitution because they are beautiful. That is a big reason. At least maybe 95% of them. So beauty is not where you should seek. And I'm not saying that you don't marry a woman you don't like how she look like. Absolutely not. That would not work. You have to be attracted to her, and whatever beauty she have should be attracted to you. But what you will do with the beauty with the women or a man he is wicked, bad mouth, filthy and wicked attitude, mad person who make your life or your day and your night horrible. You will lose your peace. You will find yourself living in a hole. I don't want to use bad language. You know what kind of hole. So always you see somebody speaking about the beautiful women. Why women always they are labeled by the word beautiful? What happened to the brain? What happened to the intelligence? What happened to the ethic? What happened to her liability, trustworthy? Just beautiful. That's it. You will make a big mistake. Right? Think about it, CP. I haven't had wedding cake for a long time. You can have her after 3 days. Have her what? Who? Secondly, do you think if I get married, I will make a cake for you? Nice try. Oh boy. I will invite nobody. You know? I will kick you out. You go buy cake in your home and eat it. I go take my wife and fly somewhere. What cake? Shish kebab. I will worry about your cake, eating cake now? This is what I'm worry. My worry now? My worry now, what will I do with this woman when I become with her alone? She might do something wrong to me, brother. As you know, I'm naive. I don't know what to do, brother. Brother and sister, I am very naive. And I don't know what to do with the women when I'm alone. Zaka, come on, you can do something. like what? uh, can you cooking food, brother? I have this question. Can you cooking food? I feel better about my English. Yeah, I can cooking food, no problem. But I'm not going to answer your question about food. Somebody told you this is the chef, CP? Oh boy. No cake for you? Nothing for you, not even a chair. What are you talking about? So all these years I'm single and now get married and now I'm going to give you a cake? Give me a break. You go home, man. Oh boy. A man should be able to cook his own food. Exactly. I cook food, I cook Muslims, I cook Allah, I cook Muhammad, I cook. That's what I do. I'm a cook. Sometimes we use smoking, sometimes we use fire, sometimes, like you're good at making pizza, John? Very good. Let me guess, your name is Tony. Uh, yeah, actually, we men, we do better job than women. We cook better. Like if you check, who is number one top, like even fashion designer? A man. Okay, what about cook? Man. So what women they can do? Hello. It's a fact. It's a fact. Don't tell that to Andrew Tate. He will make a story about it. If only three women left on Earth, Candace, Kamala, and Lady J, whom you would choose? Why I will choose one? I will choose the three of them, put them in a cage, and ship them in the space so I can have the Earth alone. I will tell them I will meet you in the other galaxy. You take this ship, okay? We will marry there. Wait for me there. I convince them. I turn the engine. Boom, and this is one way. Like there's enough fuel. I will be sure there's not enough fuel to come back, and then I will have the Earth alone. First of all those are women. The first thing about you see the word women is coming from what? Who? Man, right? The man, Adam. So if you don't have the brain to be the human, then you are not qualified to be a partner with other human. And this goes for the man too. So a woman or a man, never marry them unless they are qualified to be wife or husband. And the qualification is not about having body part or physical, you know, ability to do physical things in bed. It's about ability to be a father, a husband, a lover, a wise man, a counselor. Because this is what your family need from you during that process. If you fail in any of them, you fail. And then your marriage collapse and your family collapse. First time I disagree with you, you are excellent cook. Who said so? Who said so? You are excellent cook. Your husband? He's afraid. It's obvious. She will be looking at her husband. Hey, honey, you like the food? He said, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So why you are not eating? Oh, no, no, I'm eating. I'm eating. I have to disagree with you, CP. I'm so good in cooking. Who is the witness? My husband. Ask him. Okay, go grab him and bring him back. He will not dare to say, no, she's not. There's one life, I mean, there's one life and there's afterlife. It's true. But for now, he have to agree that you are the best cook. Yeah. By the way, I was the best student in my classroom. Number one. Ask my mom. But she will not tell you that I was the only student in that classroom. The teacher is gone. The student is gone. So I was number one, brother. I remember once there was, in the time of this is the Russian. The Russian, they were isolated at that time, and they invited countries to do championship for basketball. All right. And then in the news, they were saying like there's thousands of cars, thousands, tens of thousands celebrating that Egypt is number three in the championship for basketball of the military. So the championship for military from the world, supposedly, and Egypt is number three. And then when I check, I found that there's only three teams playing. Brother, they are the third? Whoa! But there's only three teams. They joined the championship. So what, you will be number four? Stupid Abdul. And they go in the street holding the flag of Egypt, celebrating the victory, and they are number three. But there's only three teams. Potatoes. Oh, so like the guy was saying to me, we you know we got number three. I says, really? So like, are you expecting to be number four? He said, I mean three. I said, I know, but there's no. I mean, there's only three teams. So what you will be? This is the last place. I mean, there's only three teams. There's no. Ah, there's only three teams, and they are the third one. Amazing victory. How you can do that? When CP getting married, you need a boyfriend, bro. What does that mean? Anyone understand what this guy is saying? All right, I think we have a good time together. I hope you enjoyed the room, which I am supposedly in virtually. If you get married, you pretend that you cannot cook, so my wife will do the cooking. Well, I advise you not to say that because then she will forward you to do the cleaning and the laundry and changing diaper. So stay with cooking, I advise you. Husband, the child is crying, change his diaper. So you better go and say, I cook very well. I will stay in the kitchen, okay? Trust me, she will find a place for you. Hmm? Yeah. Look, the Muslim, he just entered the chat, he gave a finger to Allah. Right away. The only people who give finger to their God is the Muslims. Toba, toba, and finger. Man, that's a. I mean, so repentance, repentance with finger, huh? Where do you put your finger? Abdul. Oh boy. Maybe he is just being sarcastic. I think he's not a Muslim, maybe. Um, yeah, we better go. And it's time to go to church if you are going to go to church. So I want to say thank you guys for you, all of you being here with me, drinking my coffee with me. Thank God I can't invite you, otherwise I would go bankruptcy. Giving hundreds of people coffee, that would be horrible. So I will try to be live later, and today I'm going to prepare extra for the storm is almost here. So we will have a few days of very severe cold. It's not really, I mean, you see, they talk too much about the storm, everybody talking about preparing. What those people would do if they live in Russia, go and see what Russia, in Russia there's like 2 meters snow. Seriously. What 2 meters? Even more. Some places, even second floor is covered by snow and ice. If I let me show you, hold on. I cannot play videos because those they have copyright. But let me do this before I go. My keyboard is not connected. Let us see. All right, Russia. You want to see what's happening in Russia? Take a look. The Americans are upset. They are upset. What do you know about storms? This is USA now. Hold on. Like we search for Russia, we get this. Hold on, let me search for something better. You see, the YouTube is not really legitimate in search engine because They don't really, like you search for something, they show you something else. I'm searching for Russia, they show me USA. Look at this video here. You want to see how deep the snow? Look at this. The building door. Look what is the building door. Oh boy. Yeah, the building door is way down, So yeah, I mean so American, they are afraid from 2 foot of snow and drama, and the stores are empty from food and bread, and everybody buying eggs as if it's a, like it's what you would do if really something really serious happened. Look here, the news, 7 feet in this area, depending area. Some areas even way more. 7 feet of snow. You see it? 7 feet. No, no kidding. Some areas in Russia. Look how the cars are buried. Look how down the cars. You walk in the top. You see what I'm talking about? Look. So what those Americans would do if the snow of Russia came to them? Too much drama for few days of snow and ice. Now I don't know if this picture is true. Is it true? Here it looked like the whole building is covered. Maybe it's an AI. I don't know. Is that possible? Look at this video here. It looked like arriving to the 3rd floor. Man, if this is true, this is scary. Look at this. Is that possible? It look real. Look at this guy digging. Man, which means their house is there under the snow. They are trying to come out. Look at this. Scary. Yeah, see? Anyway, so we don't have really we cannot consider this as a storm. But American, they got excited. They empty the shelves as usual. Is the Shahada an oxymoron? I'm debating a Muslim. Yeah, but what is the question exactly? Shahada simply it doesn't make sense because why you are associating the name of Muhammad with the name of Allah if you are monotheist? That's number one. Number two, in the Quran, Allah Himself He takes Shahada. What kind of God He witnessed to Allah? Allah witnessed to Allah. Number three, why the Shahada contain the name of Muhammad and Allah? If the purpose of Islam is to believe in Allah, why the name of Muhammad is there? So it's just a stupid thing. Muhammad, he worshiped himself, and he's trying to make himself the center of the world, and he was successful to do so, at least for the Muslims. So guys, I want to say thank you. It's time for me to go, and I hope to see you maybe later, maybe at night. Until then, thank you for joining me for coffee. I hope we did not hurt the feeling of any one of you, and if we hurt your feeling, buy some bandage. Kamala Harris will provide you many of them for free. All right? Especially if you are a refugee from Somalia. Happy Sunday. Happy day of the Lord. And God is good. So is Jesus. We are the Crusades. Yeah.